Driving a Jeep through a swamp.
Crazy. I'm Buck. I'm getting stuck.
Oh my God.
Conversations.
Traffic out here is crazy today.
In the muck. In my truck.
Oh my God, that was insane.
Oh, it's a Jeep.
What do I do?
Please don't be in my vehicle here.
I'm stuck in a truck with Buck.
Hey Rose, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Today I'm getting stuck in a truck with Rose Cousins. She's a Grammy-nominated singer from PEI Canada. We'll probably be driving your car home.
Oh God.
She's got a new album coming out very shortly called BRAVADO. She's agreed to come out and drive around the woods.
I haven't driven a Standard in a long time.
But before we roll out, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. There we go, whoa. And we're off.
Right through the puddle.
Right through the puddle.
Woo!
All around.
What?
Holy cow. Oh my God, we're definitely taking your car home.
Traffic out here is crazy
It's rush
today.
hour. So apparently on this trail, there's a big giant hill.
Oh God.
Have you ever driven up one of those?
I mean, giant meaning like, what's the degree? If you had your protractor out.
I don't know.
Are we at 45? Are we at 90?
You're going to be looking at blue sky when you're driving up it. I know.
Okay.
Terrifying. Oh, mama.
And what about these rocks? Should I go up here?
Yeah, I would crawl up on that. Oh my God, almighty. Good, Rose, good. That's gonna hit. It didn't hit.
Doesn't hit the bottom.
That's amazing. You were born for this, Rose.
Oh, there's a huge thing of
That was
mud
good.
in my lap.
Is there really?
I'm definitely gonna have to get someone to pay for a detail.
It looks cooler
We're
if it's all
covered in
muddy.
mud.
Yeah. If you don't come out and do this in your Jeep, in the Jeep community, they call you a mall crawler.
Oh, really?
Yeah, kind of like the badge of honor to get it muddy once in a while.
Jeeping.
Jeeping.
What would you call it? Jeeping?
I guess it's a Jeeping, yes.
Babe, I'm going out jeeping.
I'm a
Me and
Jeep.
the boys are going jeeping, babe.
That would make you a Jeeper.
I think he'd become a jeeper. Oh, this is not good.
Oh.
This is not good. This is not good.
Climb, climb, climb.
I'm gonna go back.
Back up and try that again. Look how tall that is. Oh my God, Rose, look at that. It's like
I mean,
a
I don't even know.
wall.
Why are we trying to get through it?
I think we gotta get up here. We can't reverse down this.
I don't know how I'm gonna get through that wall of mud.
Do you see that wall? What if you...
Do you think what if I
What if
stayed
you went
this way?
a little bit? If we get up that, we should be able to go through this. Because if we put our left wheel against that mud thing, I don't think we're going anywhere. There, you got it, you got it. Awesome, awesomeness. Oh, I love it when it slides sideways.
Do you?
Doesn't that feel cool?
They must have been just paving these roads over the summer, I'd
A
say.
few potholes out here.
No, a couple there might have to fill them in after next winter.
Do you read a lot?
I do read a lot, yeah. Always got something on the go.
What's your poison these days?
I'm reading Malcolm Gladwell's new book called Talking to Strangers. I'm somebody who loves to continue to learn, whether it's skills or just like knowledge through reading. That's probably why I chose a science degree too, because I just like learning information. Do you read?
I read a lot, but I'm kind of lazy these days. I just read kind of popcorn books.
Like what?
I've been reading a lot of Robert McCammon lately.
I don't know him.
Stephen King is kind of my favorite
You like the
type
thrills?
of thing. Yeah, I like horror books, but I used to
Yeah.
pretty. I read everything I can get my hands on.
But you read everything that I
realistically.
am scared of.
So I heard your cover, I Would Die For You.
Yeah, Prince.
Killer.
Thank you. Prince is so awesome. He died on my birthday though.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I did the cover kind of as a tribute to him for sure, and that connection, and he's just such an incredible character. And
He had the ladies on bass and guitar before that was.
yeah, he just pushed the limits of things before anyone was
Absolutely.
pushing the limits, or like he was one of the people who approached things without fear, you know? Although probably maybe he was fearful, but who knows? He was very courageous.
On the outside,
Yeah,
he
he was
wasn't.
very brave. Yeah.
Changing his name to a symbol, you know?
Right?
Never heard of that one before. I remember back when I was in junior high, which is when Prince first came out, and it wasn't okay to like Prince,
Right.
but everybody did. I was like, I don't care, I'll like whoever I want to like.
You're your own person.
And I actually kind of like Nickelback, you know?
Oh.
Why do they get such, their songs are not bad? Do you know how many albums Nickelback
Oh,
has
I don't know,
sold?
like a gajillion?
A gajillion.
I feel like they're probably doing great right now.
Must be really sad for those guys, you know, to have made it, have become rock stars.
Oh God,
and then,
think
and
this
then
way?
have this hatred that people just can't stand them for some unknown reason. This is going to be walking. Go, go, go. Beauty, Rose. That was sweet.
Oh, what about this? What's my strategy here?
Doing what you're doing is going to work.
I could not be the passenger.
Who's like your go-to on the tunes?
I
Anytime.
kind of go through obsessions. I like to find a record that I'm completely obsessed with. Right now, I really love Leaf Volbeck.
Oh yeah? Do you remember how like you would wait to get music?
Yeah.
Because you had to spend your money on it, and then once you got it,
Yes.
and then you'd get an album. Like, I remember waiting to buy the Rat album, and there was one good song on it. And you'd just be like devastated that.
Yeah, you took
got
that
one-
risk every
you
time because
took
you
that
couldn't just get one
risk
song.
every single time.
Every now and again, there was
Yeah.
a single.
And
but-
just being like, and when you hit the jackpot, like for
Oh my
me it was
God,
Iron Maiden.
right?
They were good back to back, you know. But you know, you pined for it.
You pine for it. You go to the concert. It's the only place you could get a T-shirt
Yes, totally.
and a cool piece of merch, like a poster or something that you
Yes.
could. Now you can get everything online.
I remember rocking a Kim Mitchell T-shirt for quite a while in high school.
Should I go straight through this?
Yeah, sure. So, what are you working on now?
I just finished a new record.
Oh wow.
It's coming out in February 2020, and it's called BRAVADO. And the first single came out. It's called "The Benefits of Being Alone."
I saw the vid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the vid.
Thank
Really
you.
good.
Thank you.
Do you set out to write songs, or does it just kind of happen?
Both. Sometimes I'm deliberate. Like sometimes I'll get an idea, like a lyrical idea, and I go through it that way. And sometimes I've got a melody on an instrument,
Right.
and I just chase it.
What do you play for instruments?
I love piano. I like guitar. I've been playing a lot of baritone ukulele. It's like the
Oh,
biggest
yeah.
of ukuleles, and it's nice
Yes.
and warm. And I actually wrote a lot of the songs on my newest record on my baritone ukulele.
Is that right?
Yeah.
They're becoming quite a thing now, aren't they? I've even got one, and I
A
can't.
baritone uke?
It's a bigger one. It's not the
Oh,
little
wow.
tiny guy.
Oh my God.
But it was like
We're
100
baritone ukulele
bucks.
players, both of us.
Wicked. My daughters learned to play it in school, and I think back in the day it was kind of a goofy thing, but I think now it's really shown that it can be a real, true instrument, right?
Right.
I started going on the internet trying to look around for how to sing. How do you learn how to sing?
You know what? I don't know. I think I'm very lucky because I was born with a musical ability.
And so you just
So
like,
I just,
naturally
I
can
feel
sing
very
C or
lucky
something like that.
because my mom,
Keep going, keep going. Oh, something's drastically wrong. Don't put the clutch in. Turn it off. Now start it with the clutch out.
yeah, clutch is out. Oh,
Oh, you can't start it with the clutch out because you have to have the clutch in to. Oh my
no.
God. Are you freaking kidding me? Just try to start it again, Rose. Do you want to keep trying to go forward?
what do you think?
Let's go forward.
Okay, 2?
2. Okay, go. Oh my God, we are in a lake. This is a lake, Rose. You're doing it. 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 Oh yeah. Look at the friggin' water in here. Oh my God, how does this, oh, it's got drain plugs, drain holes. That was scary
It's gonna be
and
okay.
crazy.
You're gonna be okay. I got you.
Yeah, when the water started coming in the doors.
The water.
Holy God almighty. Did any of your stuff get wet?
No, I haven't looked at my boots. Came on to a little too hard there.
What if we had to bail and swim for it?
We've got an engine light.
Yeah, that's permanent.
Yeah.
So to get back to singing,
Yes.
can you just sing like a C?
No.
How do you? How do
No,
you know?
I don't have. That's like
okay.
people have perfect pitch.
How do you know when you're doing it right?
I learned like a little bit of music when I was really young, but I was listening and learning by ear, and so I didn't see the music, so I didn't really do a good job of learning like theory. I would just get my mom to play the song for me before I went to my music lesson, and then I would play it back by ear. So I wasn't
Seriously?
really learning what it. So I still to this day can't really tell you. I can work it out and try and figure out what key it's in relative to the piano, but or just by knowing certain things on the guitar where things are. But I can't tell you what note I'm singing, and I don't know what key I'm playing in. But I play in like shapes and spaces. I'm very lucky because I have like the ability to sing, and I have good harmonic ability. But I don't have theory.
Want to sing a song?
Do you want to sing a song?
I do.
What are we gonna sing?
I'm terrible, but.
What should we sing? I don't know any Iron Maiden.
What about I Would Die For You?
Okay, did
Purple
you learn
Prince?
it?
No.
Do your vocal warm-ups. Let's
What-
do a vocal warm-up.
What do you do for vocal warm-ups?
You have to push from your stomach. And you go from like a high note to a low note, and it looks really ridiculous. Okay? Let's like this.
Okay. Really?
It's really hard. You gotta push from your stomach. Exactly. It's harder than you think.
Is it ever? I feel fully warm now.
Oh, I also feel warm.
Prepare to have your ears bleed.
You're gonna nail it.
How do we start it off?
Is it I'm not a woman, I'm not a man?
I'm not a.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm not a woman, I'm not a man. I'm something that you'll never understand. I'll never beat you, I'll never lie. And if you're evil, I'll forgive you by and by. 'Cause you, I would die for you. Darling, if you want me to, I would die for you. You're just a sinner, I am told. Be your fire when you're cold. I'm not human, I'm a dove. I'm your conscience, I'm love. All I really need to know is that you believe that you, I would die for you. Oh,
You
I would die for you.
Oh yeah, what's the thing?
Darling, if you want me to, it's coming up. I would die for, I would die for, I would die for you. I would die for, I would die for.
Oh, am I supposed to be doing that?
When I point at you,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
when you're
right,
supposed to
okay.
sing. Anyway, it goes back and forth.
That was great. I can't believe I get to sing with you. That's amazing.
Basically nailed it.
Did you have a moment where you said, "Now I've made it"? You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Like
I don't know if there's ever a moment like that because
like when you first saw or someone came up to you and said, "Hey, are you Rose Cousins?"
those moments are really cool. I'm so thankful for them. And they're good reminders to keep going because there are so many moments where you're asking the question of like, what is the point of all this? Because you're tired and you're not really sure. Like, but there are beautiful highs that happen that probably wouldn't happen if I wasn't doing it.
Yeah.
Moments like if someone recognizes me or someone says how a song affected them. And it's beautiful.
Andrew and I were at the Cottage Life show, and people come up and say hello and whatnot. And this guy came up to us, and he's like, "Boys, I had cancer, and watching your show got me through days." It's crazy.
Isn't
you
that
know,
amazing though?
having-
Like,
yeah.
it's a cool opportunity to have an audience. And
you know,
to use that as an opportunity. And absolutely.
did you ever think,
Yeah.
like, back in your younger days that someone would ever say something like that to you?
No.
Like come up and say that song affected me and helped me through a rough patch or whatever.
No, but I would say
crazy.
I think it's amazing when people are brave enough to like send a note or come up and say that. And also, that's the role that music has played for me. It gets you through
100%.
everything in life. I love that happened to you. That same thing happens to me, and it's a privilege every time.
It really is, and I never take it lightly. I mean, not like people are coming up to me all the time, but it has happened. And also, I mean, it's a massive ego boost. Might as well call
Comes
it that
down
too.
to it. Feels pretty great.
It feels pretty great. But yeah, so I mean,
It's pretty cool.
Realistically, you're making a difference in the world, aren't you?
I'm so honored that my music helps people get through stuff. Childbirth, cancer, deaths, breakups,
Totally.
you know, and sometimes weddings that've got a couple of positive songs, maybe 2.
It's cool. You're incredibly talented. I love your stuff. And I was driving with my daughter, and I was listening to Chains, and we're at the Tim Hortons drive-thru, and Chains is playing and playing and playing, and the lady goes, "Do you want your change?" And I was like, "No, I'll keep it." And I turned around, and my daughter's like, "Change!" And then we sang the rest of the song with change as interspersed in the change.
It's like that should be, someone should get that in a Timmy's commercial.
There you go.
Do you want your
you know?
change?
Yeah, and I
That
only
is-
charge 10% as
Yeah,
a
I'll give you
finder's fee for that. Yeah, nice, I'll take it.
Yeah, that is a good story.
And then she said, "What is this about?" She said, "It sounds like a Halloween song." And I'm like,
interesting. It could
I'm
be a
like,
Halloween
why do you
song."
think it sounds like a Halloween song? She said, "Well, the chains. What does that mean?" And I said, "Well, what I think it means is that sometimes when you interact with people, they leave an impact on you, and sometimes if it's not a good impact, it can feel like you're dragging something along behind you." I don't know if that's what you actually meant.
I think that's a really good interpretation. Yeah.
Anyway, I
that's a
told
really
her
great
that, and she just like clammed up and thought about it, and I was like,
Music makes you think about
music
things,
makes
too.
you think about things. It definitely makes you smarter, you know.
I agree.
Reading, music.
Reading,
Do
music,
it.
getting outside,
Getting outside.
getting in your Jeep,
Meeting new people.
meeting new people. Yeah. Meeting new people is hard.
It's incredibly hard. So I'm at the beach with my sister and my daughter, and there's kids running around, and I'm like, "Evie, why don't you go and just say hello to that girl?" She goes, "Dad, why don't you just go over and say hello to that guy and start talking to him?" I was like, "Copy that."
Yeah, noted.
Yeah, totally.
You do it.
You do it.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
Let's see it happen.
Quite the ending
Oh my
to it.
God, that little puddle looked pretty innocuous there. Oh man.
All right.
Well,
Stop sign and
the
stall.
final stall. Rose, that was impressive to say the least.
Thank you.
That was some
I'm actually kind of
kick-ass
impressed with
driving. Wicked, wicked.
Can't believe you let me drive your baby.
I know. It's gonna have to go into the shop for a cleaning, but other than that, I think
is it
we did
rolling?
okay. This doesn't really work. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel to get stuck with me again in the next video.
See you next time.
Yeah, see you next time.